A quick Greek verse today from the book of Hebrews, chapter 3, verse 14. Metokoi gar tu Christou gegonomen. All right, short and sweet and hard to beat. For, which is a post-positive, it never comes where we want it to, but we translate it first. For partakers, metoikoi, we've become partakers, partakers of the Christ we have become. So gegonomen, men is first person plural, active ending, we. That's where the we comes from. See the kind of reduplication on the front here. The gamma gets a little beside itself and puts an epsilon in the middle. That is the perfect tense. And so it's normally we would have a kappa alpha in the perfect active, but this is a second perfect. It doesn't do the kappa. It's irregular. Gegona is the perfect of ginomai. So this is perfect, active, indicative, first plural from ginomai, which omai, its deponent in the present system, but it's not deponent in the perfect system. That verbs can do that. So we have become partakers. And this is nominative plural because it's referring to us. The masculine is the default. So this is it includes women, but it's masculine plural nominative. We have become partakers. It's a kind of a predicate a nominative, predicate nominative, because it's a noun that goes after we equal partakers. We have become partakers, for we have become partakers of the Christ and remain so, right? Perfect tense, it happened and it's continued. We became and we're still partakers of the Christ, of the Messiah. This Christ seems to be a title here, not Jesus' last name. We have become partakers of the Christ, of the Messiah, of the King, of the Anointed One. We have become partakers of the Christ en pair, if indeed the beginning of the substance until the end, firm, we should hold fast. We have become partakers of the Christ if we hold fast, firm, the beginning of substance unto the end. All right, well, let's go back a little. If indeed, so eon means if. There are two words for if in Greek, a and eon. They're actually related to each other. Eon is basically a smushed with on. On is a little bomb that throws everything up in the air, makes everything more contingent. So this is the if indeed. We're not assuming this is going to happen. I think the author of Hebrews would assume that if you have begun the substance, that you're probably going to continue into the end. But definitely the author of Hebrews does not assume that you must continue to be faithful, right? That's the whole point. See the podcast this week of chapter 3. You have to remain faithful. And you can't say, well, they weren't really Christians. There's several kind of evasive maneuvers. I mean, there's several cop-out tactics to try to get out of what Hebrews is saying. One is, well, they only seemed to be Christians. They weren't really Christians, but they've got the beginning of substance. And so these people actually did start the faith journey, the journey toward the promised land, toward the rest of God. They had the beginning of substance. So we have and remain, but we won't remain if we don't. We have become and remain partakers of the Christ, if indeed, and now An says, subjunctive is coming, subjunctive is coming. And so kataskomen is subjunctive. See the long connecting vowel before the ending tells me this is subjunctive. So an per tain arcane, tes hypostaseos, mekri telus, bebayan, kataskomen. All right, if indeed we hold fast, this is the verb of this subordinate clause, of this dependent clause, of this conditional clause. Men is also first person plural again. It's still active. The omega, the fried connecting vowel, the long connecting vowel says this is subjunctive. Sko is the aorist of echo. So this is kateko, to hold fast. Which is a key verb in Hebrews, I would say. Hold fast. So if indeed, pair adds a little oomph to it. If indeed, this is a condition, this is a condition. It is possible not to make it and to have been a Christian and not make it into the kingdom, according to Hebrews. If indeed we hold fast what? If indeed we hold fast the beginning. This is accusative feminine singular, the beginning of the substance. That is the stuff that we had from the beginning. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Probably no connection to faith here. Although, I mean, you could maybe hypothesize that there is that, but no evidence in this context that faith is in mind with substance here. It's just basically saying the stuff we started with, we have to hold fast until the end firm, until the end. So telus, this is telos telus. I think this is I'm thinking this is a prepositional phrase, until the end, with the genitive. The telos telus is one of those annoying third declension nouns, I believe, that's neuter and takes us in the genitive. That's my memory. I'm not double checking it. Okay, I should double check it. Quick double check. Yes, I was correct. Why do I doubt myself? Anyway, and then bebayon, the beginning equals firm. Let us hold fast the beginning firm. It's kind of a complement to the beginning, also feminine accusative singular. This is an adjective. All right, I think there we have it. For we have become and remain partakers of the Christ if we should hold fast the beginning of the substance until the end firm. This has been the Greek of the week.